up, you guys? Coming back here with another video on how to port these guns over for your World at War map. So I've been having trouble with Fraps. It's not recording my screen at this time, so I just tried this open broadcast software I used a long time ago. It's alright, it's kind of finicky, but so with this weapons pack, you want to open it up and also open up, let's see, your map, which can be found in your root folder of World at War. So you go there, go to your mods, your map name that you're working on. Then you want to go to the weapons, select the gun that you want to do. So we'll just do, we'll do the Desert Eagle. Or actually, we'll do, P90. So open that up. So you have two folders in the weapons where the gun is. It'll be mods, your map, which is this map. I'm gonna select all these. I suggest copying them so you don't lose the files. Copy them and paste them right inside here. And then you're gonna go back to the weapon and then go to the raw. Select all these again, copy them, and then you're gonna go to the root folder, raw, and paste them into here. So once you do that, so you have the X animations for the animations of the gun, obviously, the models, the sound folder for the raw, and you already put the sound for the mod, it's in here, the weapon file and the images as well in your map. So that's all set. So next, what you're gonna have to do is go back, go to sound aliases, and you're gonna want to copy this file. Just right click on it, copy it, go to go back to your raw and copy that and paste that right in there. So once you paste that in there, you'll go inside, or I'll just open up this one, so it'll be exactly the same. You open it up and you will see all the sound files for all the guns that I put in the weapon pack. Most likely you're going to be doing one gun at a time, so if you want, you can make a backup of the file and just delete everything that you're not using, or another way to do it is to so like say you're just going to do this gun, you can click in front of it and do 2 slashes and just do that for every single weapon that you're not using, just so it doesn't come up as missing or any errors. So say you're not using this gun, that gun, and just do that for every single line that you're not going to use, or like I said, delete it if you're not going to use it, whatever you want to do, and save it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you have the sound aliases in your raw, and then you're going to open up your launcher. Let's see here. Okay. So also I suggest to compiling the map and stuff after you're doing all that kind of stuff, just so it gets all the X models in there. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but it helps if things are kind of missing. Like you open up the game and you just see your hands and there's no weapon, probably compile the map. So then you go to your mod builder, and you want to scroll down at the bottom of the CSV, and so you can see it on here. So what I did was I put in here, read this piece in the notes, and this is pretty much just explaining, like, so if you added all the way at the bottom, you put in P90, this weapon, comma SP, the / P90, so that means it's calling for the weapon that you just put in. Then after that, you're gonna want to have sound, comma MW1 underscore guns, comma all underscore MP. So that's calling the folder in the raw, the sound alias folder. So that's where you're getting the sounds from, that'd be right down here. So that's calling all the wave folders from the raw. And then in this, you definitely want to make sure after you put everything in here that everything is ticked off. So to update it, you can switch off the map, click back on it, and you should see some empty stuff. So the easiest way, if this was like unclicked and this one was unclicked, just double click it and all of them will be highlighted on the images, and then do the same for all the ones that are missing. And just make sure at the bottom too you have these selected or the gun won't show up in the map. And so that's pretty much it. The other things that I put in here, so like I said, you only do whatever one you put in, so I kind of wrote the wrong information in this. You don't want to have all this because it's going to be calling for stuff that you didn't put in yet. Material, the ghillie kind of stuff, that I'm pretty sure, yeah, all that is just for if you want to do the what's it called, the sniper hands, the view hands for this, the like ghillie suit style, and that would be the same thing as putting in the guns. This is just going in the raw folder, and then you call those materials in this so it shows up in game, and you actually have to do at least one of them. It could be the black kit or the ghillie suit ones, but you have to have one of them because the gun won't work unless you're using the MW1 view hands. If you try just doing World at War hands, usually it doesn't work. The gun won't show up and it'll come invisible. So I guess I can't update this pack just so you can have regular hands, but I just suggest trying to use these just so your gun will actually work in the game. Let's see, so this I put in the weapons, and you're calling. So after you update this, make sure everything's selected, build the mod, and in the game, if you run it as dev map, you should be able to do what's it called, give, and then write whatever space, whatever weapon you put in. So it'd be give space P90, and then you hit enter in the console command. You should get the weapon, and the sound should work and everything like that. And if you want to have it as a wall weapon, you're going to want to go to your map. Let's see. Go to your map, maps, and you want to have _ zombie mode _ weapons and DLC code put in your map. And if they're not in here, if you don't have like a good launcher, not launcher, script placer, it probably won't be here. You'll probably have just loadout in zombie mode. You're going to want to go to your raw and go to maps and find the DLC code and DLC 3 code and the zombie mode weapons. So go back to those. So you go to your map and click on the zombie mode weapons and scroll down till you find add zombie weapons. And so what I did too, to not have all the World at War guns in, because it ends up being too much of a file, I didn't really want any of these guns in the game to load up, so I just did that double, like the dash mark thing, whatever. And I copied each line, pasted them down, and wrote, so add zombie weapon P90, press and hold and 1 to buy P90. So that's what you're going to see when you go up to the wall, and you can change the cost to whatever you want. That's pretty much the way to have them on the wall. And also you make sure you save it. Let's see, and you have to do it on DLC 3 code as well, just so the gun's actually called for in the map. So let's see, where's that one? That one is, yeah, so this would be, I dashed all these ones out as well so they're not in the game. So I put include, like M4, all this, and if you put false, that won't appear in the mystery box. So if you have an upgraded version, but I put true because I want them to show up in the mystery box. And you just put the weapon in. So I put, like I said, include weapon P90, and then I put true for if you want the mystery box. And I don't know if it matters if it's in, semi-auto, full auto. I mean, I put the handguns in this as well, and they still work fine, so I don't think it really matters. Just as long as you put it in here. So you save that, build the map, and let's see. So let's see if I can run the game with this software. Okay, so the only thing that I did forget to do is open up Radiant. and you want to open up your map. So if you want these to actually work on the wall, or what to put in Radiant to get the things that we called in the script to appear in your map, you're gonna want to make trigger use. So drag in your map, right click, trigger use, and you're gonna want to put these KVPs in. So for the first one, you want to put zombie underscore weapon underscore upgrade. In the value, you want to put the weapon, so mine's going to be P90. And the second one, you want to put target name weapon underscore upgrade, which is the second KVP to call. And then you also want to put in the actual model of the gun. So this is just a MISC model, so you want to right click, MISC model, and I'll just put weapon underscore P90. So I'll put that in, and then you'd actually have your model, and you just put it right on the wall, and that's how it'd show up in the game. And then you can make it look a little bit prettier by putting like a board or something with a gun on it, and then when you walk up to it, it's like press and hold to buy the P90 for 1,000 or whatever price you put it for. So you want to compile the map, load it up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, here we are in the game. Show you this. See. Okay. So, as you can see in the map, we do have the weapon on the wall, the model that we put in, and it says press and hold F to buy the P90 for 1,000. Pick that up. They'll say, for the weapon, ammo or upgraded. It gives you the price and all that. Gun works just fine. Full ammo, and everything seems to be good. Max ammo in the first round. So the only other thing that I forgot to mention is that in the game, when you import these type of guns in the game, you can use the World at War weapons with these view hands, the ghillie suit view hands, but you cannot use these weapons with regular World at War hands. So the view hands that I added in the pack, these ghillie suit hands, you have to put in. Otherwise the weapon will not show up in your hands, and it'll be floating, and you'll run forward and the gun will be floating next to you or something, and it just will not work properly. So you have to have different view hands to make these guns work. I'm not sure why, it's just placed in differently. So for now, use the ghillie hands, and once you do that, you make sure you call for it in it, call for the material in the launcher and the mod FF file, like in the bottom, just like I provided for you guys. Make sure you have everything ticked off after you put all the X models and files from the raw folder for the view hands for them. And I will update it so you guys can put the SAS black kit hands in instead of the ghillie suit hands, just so you can have a more basic view hands for the gun, the gun pack or whatever. I didn't realize that until a couple minutes ago, so hopefully this helps you guys out a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.